Melissa and I have spent the last 18 months testing HEXCLAD pots and pans, and in this video we're going to show you the condition they're in after heavy use, test the non-stick capabilities a couple of ways, show you the new ceramic coating versus the old PTFE coating, test if they're induction compatible, and so much more. If you're considering HEXCLAD, this is the video you've been looking for. I'm David Gafford, and this is the Barbecue Lab. Melissa and I believe the backyard is a sacred space where memories are made, stories are shared, and people come together around food and fire. We're here to help you create those moments by testing the best gear, sharing proven recipes, and showing you how to own your backyard. HEXCLAD sent us these pans over a year and a half ago for us to test and see if we like them. This isn't a sponsored video. HEXCLAD hasn't told us what to say or even asked for a video. What follows is our honest experience using HEXCLAD as our primary pans for the last year and a half. If that works for you, let's dive in. First, we have to start with exactly what HEXCLAD is in the landscape of pots and pans. These are called hybrid pans. They're not a non-stick pan, not a stainless steel pan or a carbon steel pan or a cast iron pan. They're a hybrid of a non-stick pan and a stainless steel pan. There's a non-stick coating on the surface of the pan with a raised stainless steel hexagonal mesh that sits slightly above the non-stick coating. That gives the pan protection if you want to use metal whisks, spoons, or spatulas, keeping the nonstick away from sharp and pointy objects. That's the basics of what makes HEXCLAD a hybrid pan. Where HEXCLAD has been involved in many internet discussions and forums over the past 5+ years is all about the coating on their pans. The nonstick part of the pan until recently was made with a PTFE chemical-based nonstick very similar to Teflon. PTFE is what we have found on most nonstick pans for the last 70 years. There's a whole side quest on PFOA, which was part of the Teflon making process, which was phased out in the United States in 2014, but just know these pans were made with a Teflon-style coating until the last year. More on that in a minute. If you're like me and have used a nonstick pan, you know once they're scratched or you get a divot, it's time to throw those things away. I found that I usually got 12 months with a nonstick pan before I started seeing chips or scratches in many cases. The stainless mesh is designed to protect that on the HEXCLAD, but anything PTFE has really been dragged over the last few years by various organizations, and many consumers simply don't want it in their pans anymore. HEXCLAD made the switch to a ceramic nonstick about a year ago, and in this video we have both versions to cover. Here's the 12-inch original PTFE coating pan that we have used at home for 18 months, and here is the newer ceramic coated pan that we've been using for the last few months. There is a significant difference in the look of the pans. The ceramic pan is much more shiny, and that's the ceramic coating difference. Melissa and I started using this pan in the spring of 2024, so this has been our daily driver for over 18 months. We use it for eggs and sausage, omelets, taco meat, and just about every stovetop meal our family has made. We've used metal utensils, our ThermoWorks silicone spatulas, and we've taken them to the lab to use in the occasional video. Upon inspection, the bottom of the pan looks almost perfect, but I have been able to chip off the nonstick coating in two very small places. I had to look pretty hard to find these, but it looks like my heavy metal utensil usage found a way past the stainless. The visible flaking of the PTFE coating on this pan is really found on the top rim. During daily use, I hadn't noticed this until inspecting closely for this video, but in quite a few places, the top row of nonstick is missing. It blends in with the stainless top rim, and I'm guessing that's why I didn't notice it until now. The bottom of the pan is flat and hasn't warped, and the telltale sign that it's been used a bunch is the dingy residue that's on the top of the pan sidewall. I have a hard time getting this stuff off, and eventually it just becomes stuck on, and I don't worry about it. If I can't get it off with a Forever sponge and Dawn dish soap, I'm probably going to consider it part of my pan moving forward. These are my results with heavy use, but I didn't intentionally abuse it to see if I could get it to fail. Just regular old use, and it has largely stood up to what we threw at it. If you're ready to check out the current pricing on HEXCLAD, we have all of the links down in the description to make it easy. Melissa does a great job keeping our links updated to make sure to send you to the best prices on the internet. It's almost impossible to find a video on a piece of cookware that doesn't have an egg test, so we'll oblige. Melissa likes her eggs over medium for breakfast, so we cooked an egg with 1 tablespoon of butter in the pan set to 250 degrees. We seasoned the egg with our essential equation SPG seasoning, and the butter makes it easy to slide around the pan, so no worries here. Most pans with butter or oil can cook an egg, so we've proved barely anything so far. But next, we cooked an egg with no butter in the pan, the ultimate test for non-stick cookware. I washed and dried the pan, set the Breville Control Freak to 250 degrees, and once the pan was up to temp, cracked an egg straight onto the pan. I didn't touch the pan for about a minute, and then I grabbed my ThermalWorks silicone turner to see if I could get the egg up without breaking it. Turns out I could, and I was able to flip and finish this over-medium egg in the HEXCLAD without it sticking. Now, was this as easy as it would have been in a fully nonstick pan with a chemical nonstick? I don't think so, but I do feel better about using the ceramic coating instead of Teflon. I wanted to break in here and let you know about a sale we're running on our seasonings and merch at thebarbecuelab.com. You can grab a bottle of our pork protocol, feathered formula, regular, or the hot version, or our essential equation SPG seasoning for just $9.95. And if you order $75 or more, shipping is free to the continental United States. We also have Richardson trucker hats and zip-up hoodies on sale, so put the Barbecue Lab on your Christmas list, and any orders that come in between now and Cyber Monday will be eligible to win one of 2 RFX Meat 2-probe kits from ThermalWorks. 2 winners will be chosen at random on December 2nd, and all you have to do is place an order at shop.thebarbecuelab.com before the end of Cyber Monday to be eligible. Also, the first 10 orders will also get a free silicone turner, brush, or spatula from ThermalWorks, and that's 10 additional from even the last video where we had 10 giveaways with that. It's a total of 20 from the last few weeks of orders, and those are available only in the first 20 orders that we get on the site. The link is in the description, and I want to thank all of you who are supporting our small business this holiday season, and to ThermalWorks for making this possible. We do quite a bit of cooking at the Barbecue Lab, and while most of it is on a grill, a good share of it is also in our cookware. I wanted to test if HEXCLAD could pan-sear, so we set the Breville to 325 degrees and placed the HEXCLAD 8-inch pan. I put down some butter, a bit of neutral oil, salted the top of a bone-in chicken thigh, and let it go for 7 minutes. Here's what our chicken looked like at the flip. Lovely golden brown, just the kind of sear I want when I'm running a light pan sear at 325 degrees. I found that the sear was very even without burning, and that's exactly what I was looking for. If I was at home, I put this pan straight into the oven to finish off the chicken, but since we're recently moved into the new Barbecue Lab HQ and don't have an oven, this chicken will finish in the air fryer. Luckily, since we've been using these pans at home for 18 months, I have a clip of the pan in the oven showing that they're oven safe and can go from range to oven without any trouble. After the chicken pan sear test, it's a great time to test how easy these pans are to clean. I started by simply rinsing it under cold water, and here's what didn't come off with just cold water. To finish things up, I grabbed my Grill Rescue Forever sponge with a little bit of Dawn dish soap, scrubbed for 15 seconds, and we were back in business. To further torture test the HEXCLAD pan for cleaning, I grabbed a piece of American cheese out of the fridge and let it go for 4 minutes at 350 degrees. I turned the Breville off, grabbed the ThermalWorks turner, and the cheese came right off. I don't think it's something any of us do with frequency at home, but I thought it would struggle more with this one, and I was pleased with the result. I have a lot more testing to show you, but before I do, I want to pass a question off to you. What's the number one thing you want in a pot and pan set? Is it cooking eggs with no oil? Is it searing things really high heat? Tell me down below what it is that you really want in a pan, and you never know what might find its way into a future cookware test. If there's one thing that sets HEXCLAD apart as a brand, it's their lifetime warranty that they have on pots and pans. Do they cost more than a Farberware pan from Walmart? Yes. Will they outlast a standard nonstick pan? Also, I think yes. Will they eventually fail and need replaced under warranty? In my experience, I think so. HEXCLAD describes their warranty as a performance warranty, which when translated means if there's a problem that affects the performance of your pot or pan, it's covered according to HEXCLAD. Maybe they've already baked that into the cost we're paying up front and that's expected, but I wouldn't purchase a HEXCLAD pan and expect it to never need replaced under warranty. I don't think anything that has a nonstick coating is capable of lifetime service, but that's just my opinion. As long as HEXCLAD backs up their warranty, you may never have to buy another pan again, as long as they're good to their word. We're a family of 4, and pancakes are often on the Saturday menu for the kids since school days are hectic enough without trying to do a batch of pancakes for everyone. On the HEXCLAD pans, we don't need any oil or butter down first. It's just batter straight into the pan with an easy flip after 60 seconds. I can fit about 3 4-inch pancakes into the 12-inch pan comfortably, and there's room to turn them without making a mess. Melissa likes blueberry pancakes, and HEXCLAD has made our Saturday breakfast easy. One thing to note about HEXCLAD pans is that the handles are rounded, and when I go to pour food out from the pan to a plate or serving dish, I often have the pan want to rotate in my hand if I'm not using something grippy to hold it. We have these pot holders with a non-slip silicone grip that solves this problem pretty easily. HEXCLAD says that these pans are dishwasher safe, and let's be honest, that's what we all really want to hear, right? After working a full day, coming home to fix dinner, and then not having a butler or a maid to do the dishes is the worst. I know we throw our pans in the dishwasher a few times a week, and I'm going to guess that this is what has caused the top row of non-stick to get blasted off my almost 2-year-old pans. I don't scrape that area to cause the non-stick to come off up there, but that is the part of the pan that sits the closest to the jet spray of my dishwasher, and I'm guessing that's probably the culprit here. So yes, while we love to hear that their dishwasher's safe, I will be hand washing my ceramic pan replacement instead of putting it in front of the dishwasher firing squad multiple times per week. HEXCLAD also says that these pans are metal utensil safe, and other than the 2 very small nicks I have in my 12-inch pan here, I can't see any other signs of metal utensils doing any damage. I also can't absolutely verify that it was metal utensils that caused this damage, since family members from all over the country have also used these pans during family get-togethers at the house. Who knows if Uncle Mike might have used his pocket knife to check the doneness of a few pork chops at some point, and I didn't see it, so I can't verify what caused these 2 nicks, but overall, I haven't seen negative effects from my metal whisks being used quite often. I wanted to test the evenness of the pan when it's heating up, so I took our FLIR camera and snagged a video of how the pan looks under thermal imaging. Before the sear test with the chicken thigh, I checked the pan with the camera, and here's what it looks like on thermal. It's what I would expect, even heating across the pan with our induction burner at the lab. When I first got my HEXCLAD, I was cooking on gas, and that's been no problem. At the new Lab HQ, we're using the Breville Control Freak induction burner, so for those of you wondering, yes, these do work on induction burners. They have a stainless steel exterior and an aluminum core, which makes them compatible with induction technology. So the question remains, is HEXCLAD the right pan or pot for you? If you want non-stick with the ability to use metal utensils, this fits the bill. The lifetime warranty is wonderful as long as they make it easy to fix something when it truly has gone bad. I've enjoyed having HEXCLAD as our main pot and pan set here for the last 18 months, and they have fit our family well for the way that we cook. Only you could decide if they're right for you, and I hope our 18 months of testing is helpful in your decision-making process. Now, what didn't I test that you wish I had? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments section below, and let's keep the conversation going. If you're interested in making a purchase, I've dropped some links down below, and those will help out the channel if you've decided HEXCLAD is for you. I'm David from the Barbecue Lab. Behind the camera is the other half of the Barbecue Lab, Melissa. Thanks for joining us, and we can't wait to see you on the next one.